You got TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Nextdoor, Facebook, YouTube, Apple Podcasts. How is a small business supposed to be on all these different platforms all the time? The secret is you're not. So in this video, we're talking about the distribution of the Idea Blueprint series. Of course, we have identity, distribution, engagement, and acquisition. We're taking a deep dive into distribution, specifically on what platforms you should currently be on with your content creation. The first thing you want to do is you want to define your goals. What's your why? Why are you creating content for the masses to see? For most people, it's they want to make more sales, or they want to spread awareness about their product or services. But really identify what it is that you want to accomplish. So as you're defining your goals, understand how content creation works and how it works on different platforms. You want to increase the awareness. You want to educate them on why they should be buying your product or service. You want to answer any questions that they might have before they even speak with you about answering your products or services. You want to give them social proof about any type of other customers that have been purchasing your products or services so they feel comfortable with what they're buying from you. And then you want to start driving traffic to your sales and marketing pages so that people actually have the ability to spend more money with your product or service. Next, you want to determine your audience channel. You really want to identify where your potential customers are consuming their content. The TikTok consumer is very different than the LinkedIn consumer, which is very different than people that are scrolling through Facebook and Instagram. So being able to identify where your target market is doing their most content consumption is very effective in choosing the platform that you want to focus on most. So there's a couple ways that you can determine where your audience is spending their most time online. Of course, the first way is to ask them. So survey some of your current customers, understand what their social media habits are. Are they using TikTok? Are they using Facebook? Are they using Instagram? Ask them how they found out about you in the first place. A lot of times, some of our customers, they find us on Google, or they just search for photographer on Instagram, and they end up running into our products and services. Usually these social platforms, they break down all of the different demographics, gender, age, location, all of these different things you can start using to determine which platform will be most effective for your marketing efforts. Now, you might choose or use one specific social media all the time, and that's the one that you're used to. However, you really want to focus on which ones your clients or potential clients are using and focus your content around that. So you might always be watching different YouTube videos, but sometimes your clients might not be actually on that platform. They might be more focused on watching TikToks or searching for things on Pinterest. And you really want to gear your content towards your audience rather than the content that you're consuming. Next, you want to determine the type of content that you create. What are you comfortable doing? Do you like long form writing? Do you like making funny dance videos? Do you like sitting in front of the camera and talking? And that will determine which platforms are best suited towards your skills and your abilities. The different types of content include photos, live streaming, long form blog articles, short form videos, edited videos, or even audio postings. All of these different types of content are very effective in reaching your audience. You just got to kind of figure out which one you're most comfortable with, while also considering which ones your audience consumes the most. And then you'll figure out the type of content that you should post and what platforms those are best suited for. For example, you're not gonna wanna create long form videos on Instagram just because most people are scrolling through Instagram and they're not consuming long videos. Versus on YouTube, people are expecting to sit down and watch a longer video that's 3 to 5, 10 minutes, or even longer to sit down and consume that type of content. Or when they're getting ready to listen to a podcast or watch a podcast, they're expecting to spend 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour consuming this content. So make sure that the type of content that you're creating fits the platforms that sets the expectations for the consumer. So with all these different options, you definitely want to narrow down your choices. Some things to consider: is your brand visually appealing? That will work very well on Instagram. Do you need to share lots of information? That would be really good for YouTube or doing live streaming so that you can have extended interviews and extended conversations? Is your brand related to live events? Twitter is huge on people live tweeting different things that are going on at the time, just sharing their thoughts as they're happening. Or is your content educational? That could be really effective for platforms like LinkedIn, where people are reading longer articles or studying the way that different markets work, or sales content and different things like that. Really identifying the style of content will help you in narrowing down your options. And you definitely want to focus on one or two platforms, stay consistent on those, and then start to grow into the other platforms as you become comfortable creating your systems and being able to scale your content creation strategy. No social media is perfect for everyone. Just like how every demographic is different, every business is different, every social media is different. So the key is to really study each different platform, figure out which one is going to be most effective in marketing your content, create a plan for each one, and then just pick one and start with that one. Become consistent on that platform and continue to grow from there. If you have any questions on which platform might best fit your industry or your business, reach out to me. You can drop a comment below and I'll shoot you a DM. Until next time, y'all. Peace.